she's going to do today to cover this again. The reason being, you're only going to have one ever first month in Viva MK. You're only going to have one chance to get your first income story, which is really, really exciting. So I'm going to pass it on to Kate. Okay.
Most people, when they were brought into the business, and all of us came from a previous business, will remember that the person that sponsored them in would have told them what they had earned in their first month in the business. Okay. Viva MK is now creating history. We're all a brand new company. Everybody in this room joined the business on the 25th of June. Probably quite a few people watching did as well. So we're pioneers in the business. So let's behave like pioneers, continue to be pioneers, and be pioneers, always in the business. We're a brand new company. We've got 95 years of experience, an absolutely unique situation that we're in just now, okay? But you're only going to get one chance of a fast start to get your first one story. And this will always be your story for the whole of your career in Viva MK. So make it the best one you possibly can, okay? Now, Lynn's first story in her last company, and she told that story for 26 years, was £564 of income in her first 4 weeks, okay? Why is that important? Because people want to know how much they can earn in their first month of the business, okay? She told that story for 26 years. That was her story. It never changed because it couldn't change because she could only experience that once. That's the story she told. Tom, when he was bringing people into our previous business as well, he told our first story, which actually was his first story because his first story sponsored me in, actually. I didn't want anything to do with it. And how much did we earn in our first 4 weeks? Actually, our first 2 weeks, because you joined up, we went on holiday for a week, and then you had 2 weeks to do it. It was £270 or something like that, wasn't it, in 2 weeks? Okay. The second month of the business, which was the first full 4 weeks that he had spent in the business, his earnings from the business part-time on top of a very demanding full-time job would have paid our mortgage. And at that point, he sponsored me in. And that's the story we always told for 19 years in that previous business. And it's really, really powerful because people don't want to know what you can earn after 10 years, 5 years, 3 months. They want to know what they can earn in their very first month. Because people that join a business like this always have a need. There's always a reason why they responded to your advert, or they asked you what you were doing, or they picked up a product from you and you spoke to them and said, have you ever thought about doing something like this yourself? Everybody's got a need and they want to know what they can earn right now. So, people that have joined our business this week are already asking, when will I get my first sale? How do I do this? How do I do that? How much can I earn doing this? They want to know how much they can earn right now, not in 5 years' time. Okay? So people need to know how much they can earn in their first month. And I'll never be tired of saying that because it has to be in the forefront of your mind in your first month in a business like this. Okay? They don't care about the holidays, the cars, the big checks. That's not why they join. Why do they join? They want to know how much they can earn in the first month. Okay, so have a first month story that will motivate you in the years to come when you remember. I'm sure it motivates Lynn to remember all these years ago earning £564 when she had an absolutely desperate need for it. I'm sure I remember all these years ago how, the Tom working on his own without any support from me at all earned enough to pay our mortgage within the first couple of weeks as well. Okay, so what is it you want to earn from your business this month? Pretend that you're brand new in the business because you are. Okay, it's a brand new business. What is it you want this month? Is it £200, £500, £1,000? It's really up to you. We can't set anybody's goal for them. But what will you do with it? What difference will it make to you and your family? Okay. So decide what you want by the end of September and then work it backwards. If you started with a platinum account where you're self-funding and you're not relying on a credit facility from the business, you will earn more commission than if you start with a standard account with a £100 credit facility. Okay. On a platinum account, you'll have 35% commission on all your catalogue products. On a standard account, you'll have 25% commission on all your catalogue products. We would strongly, strongly, strongly recommend a platinum account. And there's a fantastic training that Lynn did a few weeks ago on how to increase your profit by 140% by upgrading yourself from a standard account, if you have that, up to the full commission platinum account, which you can do anytime as long as you're clear of credit with the company. Ask a sponsor how to do that if you don't know, and watch Lynn's video. Okay. So the commission is the same regardless of how you sell those catalogue products. If you're selling them offline with the catalogue online, you know, on social media or whatever you want to do, the commission is exactly the same no matter how you generate the sales. But there are also additional internet specials on the vivamkonline.com site where you get 20% commission in those, because the company's only been able to access lower stock levels on those. And you know, if they get to the stage where they are good sellers and they get sufficient stock, they'll put them into the catalogue and increase the commission. Couldn't be fairer than that, actually. It's fantastic. They're still great to advertise online. You can show the online specials to your catalogue customers for extra sales. But you know, they do have a lower commission. But 20% commission is roughly what we made in the last business anyway, and all the catalogue products. It's still really, really good. So decide what you need to earn and ask your sponsor to help you to make a plan. Okay, and then plan the work, and then work the plan. So there's a wee bit of bad news. Bad news is you'll need to get to work if you're going to create your perfect first month's Viva MP income story, because the only place success comes before work is in the dictionary. So you will need to put the pedal to the metal and get the work done. The good news is that £1,000 worth of catalogue products sold, whether you sell them online or offline, doesn't matter. If you're a platinum distributor, you'll have £350 worth of profit just in that £1,000 worth of sales. If you're a standard distributor, you'll have £250 worth of profit from those sales, depending on your account. If you do double that, £2,000 of catalogue products sold, you'll have £700 as a platinum distributor or £500 as a standard. And if you did 1,000 with the catalogues and 1,000 online, very easy, you're not getting so wet, you're not using so many catalogues, same result, your earnings are exactly the same no matter how you generate those sales. Absolutely fantastic. Brilliant first month's check. Okay, so if you were doing that in a standard account and you earn £500, why don't you just pay the company off and use part of your profit to fund your account for the next few months, and you're going to earn, as Lynn says, £140% extra just by upgrading your account. Okay, so there's better news. The Viva MK pay plan, which is going to be announced this week, will give you bonuses on top of your sales level if you're doing, as we suggest, at least £1,000 worth of sales in a 4-week period. You're bound to get a bonus on that. We don't yet know exactly what that's going to be, but depending on the level of sales you do, you will get a bonus as well as your commission. So that increases obviously your income for the month as well. So everybody should be aiming for a bonus. As soon as we know what that is, that's fine. But aim for 1,000 or 2,000, whatever you can do, however much you can do. The even better news is, if you're a team builder, if you decide to build and train your team with the help of your sponsor, your new team's total sales volume will enhance your bonus. That will earn you even more. Your new team are learning exactly the same as you to make money as well, with their own profit bonuses, creating their own first month story and making a massive difference to their own lives. If people are making money, they'll stay in your business. That is the bottom line. It's absolutely simple, really. Okay, so everybody wins there. Okay, and the best news is that all the sales from the 16th of August onwards, which is 10 days ago now, are included in the first sales period of the month of September. So if you join before the 16th of August, you've got 6 weeks to create your future history rather than 4. Okay. So we can't change the past. Some of us are beginning to realise now that what has happened in the recent past, in the last 6 months, has actually possibly been the best thing that could have happened to us, because we've now got a business we can move forward for, where the person in control is absolutely trustworthy and completely sincere, but we can design the future. So in the years to come, what first month story will you be able to tell the people inquiring about your business? What future history can you create right now? Okay, I think that's us. Oh, show you. There's a few slides. Okay. Sorry, I forgot about that slide. I'm duplicating bad men. Okay. I'm duplicating bad men. Right, so how to move the products. Loads and loads of different ways to move the products. The simplest way is to share your products with your friends and family, your social network, the people that you see on a regular basis. See the training about how to make the most of your first 50 catalogues. Use Facebook, social media, all kinds of sites. I was at a committee meeting last night, and I said to the scout leader, you know, is there a video of the scout camp that the kids are all back from, because we could actually sell the video. and make some more money for the funds and stuff, because it's a fundraising idea. And he says, did you not know that the video's on Flickr? Right? I'm not of an age group that's ever used Flickr, right? So I don't know. But apparently the video's on Flickr, it's already out there and it's free, so we can't use it for it. But there's sites that, you know, you might not have thought of advertising on, and obviously there's loads and loads of opportunities there. So whatever sites you can use to expose your business, do that. You can present the catalogue, which we strongly recommend if you start with just a few. You can letterbox the catalogue, which if you've got less time, less confidence, or more catalogues is the best way forward. You can do product demonstrations, which you will see very shortly this morning, and you can do online parties and events as well, which is that is something for people with a bit more confidence. But actually, there's no really way of getting it wrong. There really isn't. You can go for it anyway and have a laugh with it, and you will sell by default. You really will. So I put a post on my group the other day. It was very well received, and the post said, "What screams Christmas quite like flamingos and llamas?" And that went down quite well, because who knew that flamingos and llamas was a good Christmas product? But I'm getting interest in it, getting people liking it. I've had an order for one. These catalogues are absolutely mega. There's never been such excitement really in a business on the production of a Christmas catalogue. It is absolutely phenomenal what we've got now. Health and beauty catalogue, really, really well priced, competitive with all the other marketplaces out there for home shopping with that kind of product. The Christmas stuff's lovely. We're having personalised stuff coming really, really soon. Matthew's doing really, really well with the personalised stuff that we had previously as well. It's just absolutely, absolutely phenomenal. People are really, really wanting what we've got. Keep in touch with your customers. Look after your customers, and your customers will look after you. Okay. That's us?
No.
Okay, this is my training as well. Do everything you can in the next 6 weeks. Make your income story the best possible first month's income story ever. Get your books out to everyone you can think of. Use that training, how to make your most of your 53 books. Work door to door with as many books as you can manage. They're really cheap to buy if you need more. Matthew put 130 out yesterday. He's picking them up this afternoon. Fantastic. That was after he pulled an all-nighter, prepping them all up the night before. Make sure your shop's packed full of products, energy interaction, customer testimonials, and do some live product demos. Once you've done the first one, you'll never look back. Have a Facebook event party, why not? Teach your team to do the same. Absolutely.
And you'll be glad to know.
That is it.
Now, I'm duplicating a bad memory because she did that on Wednesday.